Welcome back, everybody. Let's take care of some housekeeping. Want to keep this one quick because I got stuff to do, but happy Friday Eve. Congratulations, you've made it through 100% of your worst days, and you will get through the next ones. Listen, it's tough out there for a lot of folks, and just want to encourage you to keep going on. You can get through it, and there's good things ahead, especially if you're investing in Drip Network, in the Flare Network, and Songbird Network, and taking advantage of these protocols. But before we get going, let's take care of a little housekeeping. I am not Lester Holt. I'm not John Elway. I'm not Peyton Manning, and I'm not Kelly Tripucka, and I'm not Adrian Dantley, not Dantling. Adrian Dantley, and I do not have a 9 head. I don't even have a 5 head. Those guys have the biggest foreheads I think I've ever seen in my life. And I'm just saying, and I'm also not your financial advisor, and I'm not even if I had a 9 head, I wouldn't be your financial advisor. You got to do your own research. I'm not your friend either. I'm just some dude on the internet, on YouTube, sharing with you my DeFi crypto journey, and hopefully you can take this for what it's worth and do some more investigation and see if what I'm saying is true, and investigate for yourself and see if it's worthwhile for you to follow a similar trajectory. So anyway, as you can see here, today is September 15th, and the dog tokens are supposed to be released on the old site, and so at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, just if there's any indication, I'm not taking time off. I'm not doing anything to sit here and wait for Forex to talk for an hour and a half before he actually launches and go back and forth with his devs, for it to launch 3-4 hours late, if not tomorrow or Monday. So for those of you who are new and this is your first deadline and launch of anything with Forex Sharp, do not get your hopes up that it'll launch on time. Don't take time off of work. Don't plan around this thing. It'll be here for you this evening or whenever you get to it for you to get your dogs. That's my biggest encouragement to you, is not to arrange your schedule around Forex Sharp launch of any kind. So anyway, my dog strategy. So I think I had about 13 unpaired dogs, just straight dog tokens, and then I think I had 25 dog LP tokens. And so, obviously I entered those for when it was time, and so I should be able to claim those. Now, here's the thing. I know Forex, and some of the folks keep saying, oh, you should just take all dogs, and I don't know. I'm probably going to keep 10 dog LPs just because then I don't have to pair them up with BUSD again. And I don't know if I can split them out that way. If I can't split them out, I'll probably just take all dogs, right? And I get that the price is going to go up, but the price is going to go up anyway, right? Whether I have them paired or not. So, I'm not that worried about it. So I haven't made up my mind. I'll share with you the next video what I decided to do when I actually get around to claiming these things, hopefully this evening sometime. But I think what I'm going to do, once I do have all my single asset dogs, I'm going to take 50% and add it to the auto compounding. I'm going to take the other 50% of the single dogs and put it in the non-auto because I want to earn BNB just to kind of help pay for fees, as well as just getting the auto compounder as well, and just kind of splitting them up that way and just kind of diversify a little bit. And then with the dogs LPs that I take, and if I don't get them, I'll create some, straight up, and create those on PancakeSwap. I'll add those because I want to earn piglets on those as well. Sorry, not piglets. I want to earn pigs in that pool as well. So that's my strategy, kind of. I haven't figured out. It'll depend on, how I can claim my dogs today, but anyway, that's gonna, right now as it stands. I may change my mind, but you'll find out next week. All right, so let's move on to Pangolin Dex that was just launched on Flare Network. And so I've been using Oracle Swap and, got pretty good exchange rate. The PSB on Pangolin, I think that's their native token. It's a little bit more expensive than Oracle was on the Oracle Swap. And so I'm sure it has to do with, the liquidity and the token supply. But, I have some, and I have some pairings. I'm in 2 pools there. I'm always a little bit careful and shy with brand new, dexes. Oracle Swap has been working out pretty well for me. I'm generating a pretty good, almost 10, actually about closer to 15 profit tokens on Oracle Swap, And what I do is I convert a little bit more than half of those to wrap songbird, and then I just pair what I wrapped to the remaining profit tokens so that I have some more liquidity to add in there. And I have about 5 pools in Oracle Swap. And on Pangolin, I only am in 2, and so I'll let you know how those are going. They're high APRs right now, and that's probably just to get people in, which is good. I'm generating, like I said, some of their native tokens as well. I do not necessarily like the way that their whole interface and user interface is set up. It's not quite as intuitive. And when you're starting out and you're not earning a ton, I don't like when people only have 2 decimals in there and you have to wonder if it's actually working or not. They need to put 6, 7 in there if you're not generating enough. Because I'm certainly not going to dump a whole lot into a brand new Dex, at least a brand new Dex that I'm being exposed to. So, but anyway, we'll see how that goes. But I wanted to let you know it's out there. What you have to do is you have to have the Bifrost wallet. You obviously have to have some songbird and some wrapped songbird on there. But these are so early and so new. Who knows what the prices are going to be worth on these? But again, it's generating passive income, and that's what the name of this channel is, Compounding Passive Income Channel. And so I want to expose you guys to the things that I'm doing. Again, I keep threatening to put the screenshots up there, show you guys how to do it. Just in a crunch for time these days. So, but anyway, Pangolin Dex is live on the Bifrost wallet. You have to enter the address to it in your Bifrost wallet. There's a section at the bottom of your Bifrost wallet that allows you to connect your wallet and then make swap out and then also stake any pools there. So it's pretty good. Man, I'm kicking butt on my Songbird, by the way. And Flare should be launching here hopefully in the next month or so. That's a little bit, they're still trying to decentralize it, and then we'll get the token distribution. But anyway, the Songbird is doing well. I think I'm going to hit over 300 Songbird for this week's staking. So anyway, that's going well as well. So let's jump over here. I'll show you my wallets real quick, then I'm going to cut this short because I got to get some things done today, and want to give you guys some time to get that time back. I'll just run through my wallets where I'm at. I think I hit shared last week. I was going to hit 900. You can see here I did hit 900. I should be, and again, this, if you didn't know about this, drip.formulate.finance. If you go down here to the, if you click on the drip tab here, I should hit 900 or 1,000 rather in 10 days, right? And that coincides with the calculator that I use here on the calculator site. That's about 10 days right there, right? So 26. So excited about that because again, I think that the way that the gardens and everything are going with the piggy bank and the contracts going back up and the price of pigs going up, which I'll talk about in a second here. Man, if we get back up to 100, I would be very happy because that means I'll be generating $1,000 a day in the faucet, right? And that means also, I'll real quick show you, here's my piston token. Again, doing what it's doing. I'm not hating it. It's generating not a lot of revenue, but it's generating, and maybe it'll take off. But anyway, let's talk about this piggy bank here because let me click off and click back on. By the way, I keep mentioning this because I still see people, other YouTubers, who are having to reconnect their wallet. Just click off the side navigation links and click back on, and it'll refresh it, right? But this thing, I fell back this morning when I compounded. It was at 381. But again, it's basically, I feel like it's bottomed out, and people are starting to get it and understand, like I've been preaching and talking to you guys about, that this thing is going to act like the garden, right? Once all the paper-handed noodle arms sell off and the weak hands sell off, this contract will level out and they'll start to go back out, and they'll understand that you're going to generate some good pigs in here along with BUSD, right? And that's an awesome thing, and that's the whole point of the staking, my strategy. You can go back and watch my piggy bank strategy videos, from the start to round 3, and at the end of the month here also we're gonna be doing this again. It'll be round 4, and I'm excited about that, especially with the contracts going up. But again, so this is all good stuff, and people are starting to realize that you can generate some pigs, and these pigs, the way they're climbing up here, $89, it was at 88, and last 2 weeks ago it was at $60 some, man. So this is awesome. I got actually 9 pigs when it was at 57 bucks, I think over a month or so ago. So listen, this thing there's short supply on this, so keep your eyes out on this as well. But this is another way for you to generate it if you don't want to necessarily spend the money, a lot of money. You just keep compounding in your piggy bank stakes, and you'll be able to generate them. And then jumping down to the garden, same thing, man. This contract was down to 350 something, right? And look at it, it's climbing back up. It was at 881, I believe, or something like that. But I think with the Animal Farm launching here, if it does on the 18th, I'm assuming it'll launch sometime around then, that this thing is going to skyrocket again, because my garden is generating. And I'll jump over here. How many? There we go. How many LPs? After I compounded this morning, I'm up to 14 LPs per day now, right? Which is great because I get let me see, I get 0.59 per drip, right? So I'll do the calculation for you all real quick. I'll bring this calculator over, and let's see, 14 times 0.59, I'm generating 8.26 drip per day, not including the BUSD, right? So, and I can tell you what I'm generating. That's not it. Actually, I take that back. 0.61 times 14. Let's go. 14 times 0.61. That's where I was at. I'm almost there after compounding. 8.54 per day, and then 419 times 14. 58 bucks in BUSD just from my garden alone right now. And in 21 days, this should double, right? And maybe even more if the price keeps going up and also the contract keeps going up. So keep at it. Listen, again, looking back at go back to my early videos, especially those thumbnails that show you the first ones that I was at about 2,000, 1,800, 2,000, and I started out lower than that. I covered a video where I had like a 214 or 140 some plants that I started out with, and I'm going to be hitting 2 million by tomorrow, close the business tomorrow or Saturday for sure, right? So keep compounding. You can get here, and this is not bad money, right? Look at what I'm making per day right now, $132, $5.50 as I sleep even. So, keep at it. You can do it, and then a piggy bank, right? I will be, when I compound tomorrow morning, I'll be at 24 million piglets, which this thing, man, I really, by the way, another great tool for you if you don't know is defi-buddy.com. I'm not getting paid anything on these /Animal Farm, but I love this tool too. It gives me just a snapshot. I love the layout of this thing. It updates real time, so this is another really nice tool. Shows the garden and the pig pen as well as the faucet. So, but again, you can kind of see what's going on here with this, and then I keep my spreadsheet as well that I've shown you guys before. You guys can pause this and zoom in and zero in on what that looks like. But anyway, that's gonna do it. I'll wrap this up. Like I said, I want to keep this short. Hang in there. We are right on the cusp of this thing turning around. It will not be a crypto winter forever, right? It really won't. I've been through several bear markets, and this has been a long one. This has been tough. And if this is the first one you're cutting your teeth on, and you've hung in there and not been a paper-handed noodle arm, an investor, not a trader, an investor, you're going to do well long term. You're going to enjoy this next bull run. I've not been part of a major bull run yet either. I've just kind of seen little mini bull runs, not the outrageous ones like back in 2017 that everyone talks about, where you basically just threw money out there and just made money. But I'm prepared now, and I've done so much research. I've prepared myself, done the right things, and you can be doing the same thing. So be kind to each other. Be generous. Even though you're not wealthy yet, you will be if you're investing in yourself and your future self. You can still be generous now. And then on those receipts, that if you eat out, be generous to the wait staff there, and leave Drip Network on there if you do leave a generous tip. Don't leave it if you're going to be chintzy and not leave one. Be generous to the door dashers out there too, and let them know about Drip Network. So anyway, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for listening and hanging in there. I'm excited about where we're getting ready to go, and hopefully you're finding value in this. And I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday Eve. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.